Here is a very unusual Quasar air conditioner, or Quasars, Zars, Quasar, whatever it is. It's a very, very interesting form factor. I do have all the mounting pieces for it, so I can use this, which is good because I'm sure it'd be pretty much impossible to find those mounting pieces at this point. This is in really nice condition still. Take the front cover off so we can take a look at the informations. It is the Quasar room air conditioner model HQ5061DW1. It's a 6000 9.1, 6 amps, R22, and I would imagine that's from 1991. Made in Malaysia. It has a Matsushita rotary compressor. There seems to be little to no rust in here, which is nice. This came from another collector, but of course the damage occurs usually before these things get into the hands of collectors. But it was cleaned out pretty good. It's in decent shape, not a lot of rust in there. I don't know if that's a drain hole or not. I'm not quite sure how this thing even drains because it's such a typical design. Let's see if we can get a shot of the compressor tag. Maybe. Yeah, not really. But that right there, that 22, it's about all that you need to see to know it's decent. Got handles all over the place. And the coil is kind of like slanted there on the inside. Very, very interesting design. I can't wait to open this up and see what it looks like. Appears to be all complete. The front cover is here. Both little filters are here. We got a temperature right now of about 70 degrees. I did have this running a few minutes ago, so it should charge up pretty quick. On the fan mode, it only runs the inside fan. It's very quiet. That's low. That's high. Not a big difference in the fan speed. It doesn't run the condenser fan until you turn it into cool mode. Very efficient fan motors. 0.18 amps on low. 0.24 amps on high, power factor of 0.9, so it's going to be all PSC. So we'll go to low cool. Compressor fan comes on, or the condenser fan comes on, and that brings us up to 0.62 amps, power factor 0.94, so the motor is a little better. And the speed does not change on the condenser fan. That brings us up to 0.71 amps. Power factor 0.97. So in this case, because the condenser fan is always running at full power, most of the time I probably use the fan on low to get better dehumidification. Now this is already saying 63, that's just because I had it on recently. We'll go ahead and put the compressor on now. We'll be over here so you can hear it better. It sounded horrible when I first turned it on, but it got better after a few minutes. Typical chattery rotary vane. From what I understand, this has not been regularly in service for a while, so it probably just needs a couple of hours of operation to quiet down. But it gets right down to business. It's already into the 40s and dropping. And my camera battery is running out of charge, so if the video stops suddenly, that's what happened. I don't think I'm going to recharge the camera and add any more on, because we've pretty much seen all that we need to see for the initial checkout. This moves up and down like that. These go side to side. It's a really nice quiet machine. If the window is good and keeps all that noise outside, which it probably will, because the compressor would actually be below the window, you know, behind the wall, so it probably does keep a lot of that compressor noise outside. Let's see if I can hook this where I want it. We're down to 46 now. There we go, that's what I wanted. See if we can tell if it's coming back cold or not. I'm pretty sure it is. I felt the coil. It was cold all the way through. There's the suction line. Here it is. No, it's not sweating yet, but it's only been on for a couple of minutes. It's going to take some time. It's got good airflow in the back, so the condenser is clean and in good condition. Plenty of airflow down at the bottom, so there's no rock down there. The fan motor is blurry. I can't tell what the brand is. It's only 15 watts. I don't know about that. Oh, that's the return line right there. It's sweating. Or is that the return? Yeah, that's the return. It's sweating. No, I don't like it. That's going to drip right onto the fan motor. Focus on the return line. Jeez. Is that really that much to ask for? Great. Alright, so that's working. Down to 44. The Quasar was a good brand. I believe Quasar was a Japanese brand. All the Japanese products always seem to be really top of the line. As much as I'm an advocate for Made in USA, I would even go as far as to say some of the Japanese products were superior to the American products. Something about the designs and the longevity, the engineering of the Japanese products is just, it's unparalleled. It really is. This is down to 44 degrees now, and it feels every bit of that. It's freezing coming out of there. I'm going to really like using this machine because it's not going to take up a lot of space in the window. I'm always looking out the window, so one of the things that bothers me about the conditioners is it blocks the window. This would kind of stop that problem. It's tipping down to 43 now, 43.6. Very cold. Go to high for a minute. And not much of a difference between the speeds at all. Alright, so we know this works, and it works good. Let's go ahead and shut it off, get some of the refrigerant sounds. I don't know how to film first. Pretty good refrigerant sounds. Alright, that's a wrap for this one. Definitely want to put this on the list of things to clean and service before the end of air conditioner season, which unfortunately is rapidly approaching.